Cinebench core for 6 core only. It shows 800, and I'm just recording one to show that it actually ends up being 775. But I use 800, and I'm going to divide it by 6, and then multiply it by 4, and that will give basically the 4-core score of this processor. So as you see, 775, but I take the best score, 800. Divide by 6, multiply by 4, and you get the 4-core score. That's not bad, 533. It's about 100 off the new one. I mean, and now here's the Cinebench with 4 cores. 4 cores only. There's no 4 cores and 8 threads or something like that. And I sped it up twice. The memory's over 6, which is good. So you can't use like a 6 gigabyte card and say, well, it's faster. But yeah, well, you know. I mean, if I set my memory down to 2, I could get like, what, 180 FPS or something. So, anyways, this is all sped up, and everything looks good until the next sequence of events. You know, and this is the biggest illusion because you get these super high numbers, and then it's going to drop, and drop like a goddamn stone. And this is why this 4-core thing has just got to end. It's got to be abolished. Look, it's down to 50, 40 FPS. GTX 1070. Put to shame. I mean, Jensen would be fucking freaking out. What are you doing to my goddamn gem of a GPU? And still, after this horrible showing, it still shows like 72 average. I put off all that bullshit, you know, motion blur, bloom. Oh, who needs that shit? So I just try to put basically, and then that stupid fucking controls switch, and then display no fucking VSync, no goddamn anti-IOS. Now this is the real one, 1000. It's got 6 cores, 12 threads, and again, I'm running it just to show how close. If I'm within like what 5%. 2%, that should prove it. And I got it sped up twice, so you can tell, right, you know, we should get like 966, I think. Yeah, I don't know what's that. And then we got the sped up benchmark again. And you notice the speeds are the same of the CPUs, 3791. So what's good, it's a great comparison, because if you do have like your own like 6-core 12 thread, say an AMD, like a 3600, you could do your own test and do it, and that way, you know, it's perfect. It's a perfect comparison between, because I mean, I could use a 4-core, like, you know, clocked at 6 gigahertz, which it probably would smoke me, but you know, if you're using the same thing, then you know what you're getting, what you're paying for. Exactly what you're paying for. I mean, here again, see, it looks the same. It's really high. And on the other one, everything looks good until, you know, you go into the village and have to do some dealing, and then, you know, you see what the frames differentiate. You know, everything's above 60, which is good, you know, because when you hit the VSync, maybe your GPU and your CPU can run cooler, you know, while you play the game. You don't have to run it always at max speed. Okay, so, and here it shows the diagnosis. Hopefully the settings are the same. The only thing maybe is volumetric lighting, but for both, I mean, it should offset it the same. So there you see, like 90 versus 70, basically. Okay, thanks.